It's Albert Orange, and welcome to the 63rd episode of Pod by Orange. I hope you're all having a fine week so far. Um, let's just get right into it, alright? Oh man, what a what a disaster it's been attempting to live stream the XFL this weekend. I know I said that I would live stream the um, the Seattle Sea Dragons game against the DC Defenders, um, but that turned out poorly. Okay, and I'll tell you why. For anyone who hasn't bothered to watch those, to watch the Orlando Guardians live stream that I did. I'll catch you up, all right? Although you should definitely watch and listen to it, you know, because I think I did my best. I didn't know anybody's name, um, but I think I did okay, um, by my standards at least. Uh, I live streamed the Orlando Guard. Hold on, if I'm going to be talking about sports, then you know what that's gotta you know entail, right? Hold on, where is where's the plug? Here we go. Hold on, I gotta plug in my piano. If I'm gonna be talking about sports, then I gotta I gotta do it. Okay, here is the Pod by Orange sports segment theme. Hold on, that's too low. All right, there we go. That's a theme for the sports segment for Pod by Orange. All right, um, episode 63, everyone. Uh, as I was saying, I went to live stream the Orlando Guardians playing the who was it? Oh, who was it? It wasn't the Renegades because they played the Vegas Vipers. Who was it? The Orlando Guardians and the Houston Roughnecks. Yeah, the Houston Roughnecks. I think. Yeah. Um, I live streamed that. Okay, and I used my computer to live stream that game. Okay, and I used it for the mic and the webcam. I didn't want to show my face at all, so I used a drawing, a very very artistic drawing, um, of the Orlando Guardians and Houston Roughnecks logos, and I just used that for the entire live stream. And so I did that, and then I called the game without problems, mostly without problems. I watched the game on my iPhone, but I couldn't use the Wi-Fi because, for whatever reason, the Wi-Fi works on my computer, but not on my phone. And so I had to use my cellular data, okay, to do that. But then I was using too much data, and so I was like, that's not gonna be good for my bill, and So I tried to so then I tried to use my iPad to watch the game, and the Wi-Fi on the iPad didn't even want to work. So I said, you know what? The next time I do this, which will be the next day when the Seattle Sea Dragons play the DC Defenders, I'll just do it all on my computer. I'll just do it all on my computer, right? And so I tried doing that. I put the game on my computer, it was fine. It was playing fine. I did the live stream on my computer, and that was going fine. And but I wanted to do a little test just to see if everything would work. And then like a minute in, my computer just started getting all these connectivity issues, and it started giving me a message saying, "Hey, please wait a few seconds while we get your uh, uh, connection restarted." And it's just like that's just not what we want right now. That's really inconvenient. I thought my computer would be able to handle it. I thought it would be able to handle watching the game and live streaming it, and apparently it didn't. So I ended up bailing on that, um, and I really wish I hadn't. I wish I just I don't know, just uh, uh, just done it like the way I always did, which is just to like record it while watching the game. No live streams, just record my audio, my voice on GarageBand like I'm doing right now while watching the game, and then just upload it later, okay? Because I really want to like uh, get some experience with broadcasting these games, with announcing these games, I should say. Because who knows? Maybe I can do that like full time when I'm a grown adult. Who knows? Like, I think that would be a cool career. The problem is I don't know anything about football or sports. I don't know how to throw a ball. I know how to catch a football. I know how to catch one. Um, you just kind of like, I don't know, like that whole thing with the triangle. Making a triangle with your hands. I feel like that's like reserved for like guys with like huge hands. I have pretty small hands, so I have to like space them out apart. But it's the same concept. You know, you just kind of like, I don't know. You just kind of like look at it and like you just catch it. Um, so yeah, like I know how to catch a football. I don't know how to pitch a baseball. I don't know how to do any of that. Uh, don't know how to hit a baseball. I never played baseball. I do know how to kick a soccer ball. Okay, I spent a year playing soccer when I was in third grade, and so I know how to kick. I know how to do all that. But I'm not experienced at all. Okay, not experienced at all. I would still get my ass kicked by the U.S. women's national soccer team because they are professionals and I'm not. Okay, um, although who knows? Maybe I'll I'll be able to score a goal on them. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Uh, but I do not know anything about sports. But I still want to like you know do this because I'm crazy. That's why. Because I'm crazy. Apologies for the cough that I'm having. I had a sick week a couple of weeks back, and my lungs just are not recovering well. And what's worse, just to top it all off, is that my inhaler medication is just not lasting very well. Okay, it works. It works. My albuterol sulfate works. And as a matter of fact, I just took it like, 10 minutes ago. I took like maybe a dose or two. I don't know. And so it works now. It's working fine. I can breathe well, but it's just I have a cough. And I know that like an hour from now I'll have to take my inhaler again, which is just like and then to top that off, I have two inhalers, right? One with like one that's like albuterol sulfate, and then the other that's like like some sort of, I don't know what it is. It's like a Flovent HVA or whatever it's called, HFA. Um, and the one with the albuterol sulfate, that doesn't work. I press down on the thing, and there's nothing that comes out because the inhaler contraption itself doesn't want to click, so I have to switch the albuterol sulfate with the I have to put that into the other inhaler, and then that works. I have to do like a good old switcheroo. None of this makes sense. What I'm saying is I need to speak with my doctor about this. So yeah, I still have this weird cough that just doesn't want to go away. I guess it just likes me too much. I don't know. What was I talking about? So yeah, XFL opener weekend. I just wanted to talk about that real quickly. Um, get that off my chest. And just reflect on the events that happened over the weekend. Seattle started its 2023 season with a loss. They're 1-0. They're 0-1. I mean, they're 0-1. They could have won the game at the end. They could have had a successful drive, and that would have put them on top with just a little time to go. But they couldn't. They couldn't do it. And but hey, a lot of people are saying, hey, uh, Ben DiNucci, being the Seattle Sea Dragons quarterback, he can't throw. He sucks. It's like it's 1 week into the whole season. He's only played one game of this. Can we give him a chance? He played very well, actually. Like, save for the pick six and the turnovers, he played well. And so yeah, like I don't think we had to use our backup like the Guardians did. Um, and I think the Houston Roughnecks also did the same thing. They might have also um, switched their quarterbacks, but I think Seattle did well. They had some momentum in the first half, and they couldn't finish it at the end. But hey, it was still a close game. Um, it's just the DC Defenders defense, the Triple D. I hope that didn't sound offensive. Um, they held up their own. they held up a good line. Um, and so that's in the end it was too much. It was too much for the Sea Dragons, and they got impaled by the defenders. What are you gonna do? There's always next week. Um, I don't know how many games there are going to be, but it's definitely not 16 or 17 like the NFL. I don't know. I think it might be like 8 or something. I don't know. Let's look up the NHL standings real quickly. Um, so let's see. You see, even the cellular data internet doesn't work right now. Oh, now okay, now it does. Um, let's see. Did the Kraken win today? They didn't play at all today. Hold on. Did they play yesterday? They played against the Sharks, and they lost 0-4. Okay. Let's see how they're doing in the standings. Okay, they're still in third place. Wait a minute. 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 Hold on. Wait a minute. They lost. They lost to the Sharks. Listen, I don't know anything about hockey, okay? But they lost to the Sharks. And they've only got 47 points. Seattle has 70. The Sharks have won 4 games out of their last 10. They lost 4 out of their last 10. The Kraken are doing as well as the Sharks, and they're in second to last place. That's disappointing. I don't know. Maybe something's happened with the Sharks that just are just gonna launch them like way up at the top. I'll have to check out the highlights of that game. Um, anyways, I don't know why I'm so invested in the Kraken now. I don't know anything about hockey. Okay, like I can't name a single hockey player aside from Wayne Gretzky, but everybody knows Wayne Gretzky. Okay, um, but I wouldn't even know what the guy looks like though. I don't know what team he played for. I don't know what he did to make himself so popular. I don't know. I don't know anything about hockey. What I do know is baseball is starting up again soon, and I will be following that. Okay. I've mentioned before that I'm reading a book about the Seattle Mariners. It's called Shipwrecked by John Wells. Okay, and I'm reading that, and I'm just getting caught up in all the history, And before I picked that book up, I also read an Ichiro biography, um, and then it was actually more like an autobiography, but it was actually just like a bunch of interviews that he did with the same journalist, um, sports writer. I don't know. Narumi Komatsu, that's her name. That's the author's name. But before all that, I watched a documentary by SB Nation by John Boyce and Alex Steen. And they did a 6-part documentary of the Seattle Mariners, and it's basically like kind of like the same thing as the book I'm reading right now. But man, that documentary, it was 6 hours long, and I watched the entire thing. And by the end, I was like, I can't believe I'm not a Mariners fan. You know, like I have to like follow the Mariners, especially since they entered the postseason for the first time in like since like 2001, you know, 2003 maybe. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but I mean that's crazy, you know. When was the last time the Mariners entered the postseason, excluding last year? I was gonna ask Siri, but I'll just look it up. Mariners uh, wiki. Seattle Mariners. Let's see. Let's see their postseason years. Let's see. Yeah, 2001. That was the last time that they entered the postseason. Let's see here. Yeah, 2001. They've been up until last year. They could not make the postseason for as long as I've been alive. I mean, that's insane. That's insane. Um, and unfortunately, they lost to the Houston Astros. Um, so that was unfortunate, but they still made the postseason. Okay, I watched the clips of all those fans celebrating at T-Mobile Park. Okay, it was amazing. Cal Raleigh, I hope he stays. I'm gonna be following that team for just about as much as I'm following the Kraken right now. I just football is my sport, and that's it's pretty much the only reason why I'm following the XFL right now, and I'm definitely gonna do the same with the USFL because I can't get enough football in my life right now. So, that's what I'm all about. I'm sorry to make this podcast all about sports now. I used to talk about different things. Anyways, that's going to end the episode right here. I got to upload it. It's 8:46 right now. I got to upload this thing in 14 minutes, I just I actually don't have to. But I always like to keep to a schedule, which is to upload the episode at 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. on Tuesdays. So I'm gonna stick to that, and just do that. So that's gonna be the end of the episode here. I'll be back this Saturday. All right. Let me conclude the sports segment for Pod by Orange. I'm having a good time, by the way, with saying Pod by Orange and not Bell the Before. That hasn't happened yet. Although Bell the Before, it's so stuck in my head. I just so it just rolls off the tongue real quick, real nicely. Bell the Before rolls off the tongue better than Before the Bell, which was the original name for this thing. Which, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, here's the sports theme outro. I turned down the volume. Okay. That actually kind of sounded nice at the end there. That was pretty cool. Anyways, that was episode 63. I wish it was a lot longer than this, but I'm a procrastinator. Alright? And there's very little I can do to change that. So yeah, anyways, that's going to be the end of the episode. I hope you're all having a wonderful week. You know what? Next time around, episode 64, I'll be talking about other stuff other than sports. How about that? That's the deal I'll make with you, the listener. Anyways, go check out the live stream. All right. Go check out the last podcast episode that got 0 views on YouTube, which is just typical. I go from 37 views with that Pro Bowl play-by-play and to no views for episode 62. That's not it's actually not 37 views for the Pro Bowl thing. It was actually 33, but still. Anyways, I'm not bitter about that. It's just, that's just, if that's not the story of if that's not the story of this podcast, I don't know what is. Anyways, as the Thai people say, la gone, lagon. It's got a little accent of the O. Lagon. All right. See you next time.